Hello and welcome to another West March Guys live stream. I'm your host AJ the DM. This is my lovely casting crew. Say hello.
Hello.
So much enthusiasm. All right, so it doesn't really matter. We have two sponsors this evening. First and foremost, we are still sponsored by Power Up the Band. Any news? Any new drops? Anything?
Big show this weekend, Saturday, 6 o'clock in Brattleboro, Vermont,
Gonna be
All
at the
right,
great.
Stone Church. It's
you
gonna be
said
awesome.
Battleboro,
Brattleboro.
Rattle Bureau. Well, either way, look it up on the website, figure it out. Follow them on any of the social medias if you haven't already. So, and also again sponsored by McCarthy Farms, who also is a lovely B&B sometimes.
Hey.
So either way, let's get started. Last we left off, you guys are sort of snailing your way towards this city called Eden, which is currently under siege by a man known as Thaddeus Decatur, who is part of and runs the Fog, which is probably the largest pirate evil. I just say like nefarious pirate organization on the Nine Seas. So you guys have been playing mastermind in trying to like tactician your way into a successful plot. You guys had met up with your contact Francesca Fink in Eden, where you decided and got a good plan started where you're going to start funneling soldiers into the city via transport via plants so that you could have like some sort of force that could push from the inside of the city as well as like on top of it from the outside. You got that ball rolling. Then you got a message from Mara Uta, who brought you guys in to have a little like discussion. Parental parental decision was made where the parents are now going to switch. So Loratus will be heading off the White Wind sort of operation, so he'll be gone for the next 6 months, while Mara Uta will stay behind at the castle down in the ice. I think the upper east ice shelf. Can't remember exactly. But she's going to be the liaison for now. You guys have full ability to come and go as you please. But they gave you a lovely feast, got you good and drunk, and then sent you on your way. You guys left that Loratus's place and teleported right back to the Terror of the Deep and got a nice big old long rest. We are going to wake up. It is your I believe it's your 10th day of travel with another. I gotta move you guys. With keeping the 8 days away from Eden pretty constant, because remember you have to still make up a bunch of days because Vasundu Fleet is 4 days behind you. So you kind of waste another day heading west. You are who sleeps closest to one of the portholes?
Probably
Anybody?
Nocton.
Think so?
Okay,
Probably Nocton.
let's do this. Everybody roll a d20.
If I was gonna guess.
I don't know, Finn. You're looking like you really love a hole.
Any hole's a goal.
All right. I don't think anybody else is gonna crit. So Finn, of course, as you're laying there, sort of, kind of like drifting in and out of, sleep in your normal waking up routine, you hear a kind of muffled but knocking coming from like the hull, and you look over across and you see two. There is a sort of like very hard, like aqua blue tuna with like green stripes that's like pecking at one of the windows. And then you also see, what color of a tuna would Barnaby have transformed into if he was a tuna?
Probably like yellow and blue.
Okay, so you see almost like these, like this, like sort of like very vibrant color palette tunas that are sort of just like pecking, incessantly at the porthole window across from you.
Finn is going to mage hand and grab one of them.
Okay, which one?
The one that I assume is Phantasma.
Yeah, sure.
And then he's gonna face it so that it's facing in the window, and then he's just gonna hold up one finger. He's gonna be
It's gonna try and wiggle out.
like,
So
I don't think mage hand really will hold on to it. Yeah, I'm sure she gets out.
yeah, you try to grab on, it squeaks out, and then it turns around and starts pecking at the window again. The Barnaby tuna starts like pecking at the mage hand because it's not invisible, right?
No.
Okay, yeah. So it's like trying to peck it and swimming through it.
All right. Misty step.
The rest, okay. The rest of you or anybody close is awoken as Finn, in a quick flash of dull light, is now out into the water. You are now surrounded by two, fairly small tuna with regards to how big they can get. As you do that,
He's just gonna look in their faces and be like, "What?"
well, first off, the Barnaby tuna will quickly like whirlpool transform himself into his normal self. His voice is like a, well, hi, kind of that.
Oh, Mr. Bell. Hello. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's good to see you. I would just come in to say hi. And first off, don't give my friend that look. And he like goes and hugs the tuna. Friends, his name's Charles.
Oh, this is not okay. I apologize. I thought this.
Oh, it does have a message from who you're probably thinking about.
Right. Okay. Oh, this is an actual fish.
Yeah, it's an actual fish.
Oh, right. Okay. I thought that.
Why
Silly
would you
me.
think anything else?
Right. Yeah. No, you're right. Okay. So, he has a message for me.
Yeah, can we not be wet?
Yeah, you can't breathe underwater, can you? Okay. Let's.
I mean, I can because of magic, but like, can we just
Right.
not be wet?
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. And then he's gonna like twist the door for. He's gonna go up and twist the door. And he's gonna be like, you come in this way.
All right, yeah. The tuna comes up and gives him a little peck on the head, and he like nuzzles his head real quick, and like quickly flies off, like swims off, into the open ocean again. As he does, you watch as he slowly dissolves, and then almost like in this like little like slit of magic disappears, sort of like leaving behind a little trail of like ethereal magic. So you guys get into the Terror of the Deep finally. He sorts of buzzes himself off quickly. Yeah, well, I just thought I'd come back and say, hey, and do you want to hear what that tuna had to say?
Well, yes. I mean, you could just like not tell me, but I assume it'd probably be better if you did.
Why would I not tell you? I mean, it's
Well,
just
exactly. Yep.
it just like
That's the point.
It's honestly like nothing. She says she ain't found nothing. But they're gonna continue searching on the line headed towards Eden.
Oh, that's like the one she sends the little birds, but this time because it's underwater, she sent a fish. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like an
Yeah.
animal messenger. Have you
Yeah.
never seen
Yeah.
that
Right.
spell?
No.
It's
I mean,
like one of the it's like the only spell she's real good at.
yeah, she usually does birds, and obviously we're underwater, so she's not gonna do birds. Okay, I just put two and two
Hey, he
together.
gets
Okay.
it.
Cool. Yep. Where have you been?
Well, okay, so I have been all the way over in New Hope Landing.
Right.
So we had gone out, we had gotten everybody out of there. It was fucking terrible. Did you know that motherfucker Thaddeus is like fucking around with all sorts of like demons from not just like hell, but also like the abyss, and also like maybe the Shadowfell is what we were thinking. But we got the fuck right out of there, and then we kind of lived in like the hills and like the surrounding area for like a long time, what seems, and
Yeah.
then we kind of got saved by Visundu. They came in and just started like clearing it out, and then eventually like it was safe enough to come back.
Interesting. Like the Navy did?
Yeah, like the real Navy.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's some I don't know. They seemed like real serious about it.
And you just hightailed it here and happened to run into Phantasma Tuna?
Well, no, I ran into the fleet because I came here, and then they said they pointed me up to where you guys were, and then when I was coming through, there was this fish that kept pecking at like the boat, and then I like talked to him, and then when I talked to him, he told me what he was doing, and then I figured, boom, here we are.
Right. Okay, cool. Good. Now we're caught up.
You guys have been busy.
Yeah, just a little bit. And yes, we knew about the creatures. We've been killing them as much as we can. There's a
Well,
lot of them.
that is good.
Not sure
So,
where they're all coming from, but we're working on it.
yeah, now that we couldn't figure, it seemed like they were summoned from like some like magical circle.
Oh, that's good. I'm good at those. I can
Yeah,
maybe I
mean,
can close it.
it seemed pretty like typical like summoning spells.
Kind of seems like there's way more than one specific circle, but
Oh, absolutely. There, I mean, I feel like there's tons of circles. But yeah, so that was that message. My message was to just catch you up, guys. So is there anything y'all guys need me to do before I go bang out with Adrian?
yes.
What
Yes, there is.
what is that?
We
For
need
duty.
we need you to help us transport a shit ton of soldiers to outside of Eden.
Uh,
You can do the tree thing.
okay. I mean, I can do the tree thing. I do need a branch from that tree. You got
We
one?
have that. We have a branch from the tree. What
Who
we
has
don't
that?
have what who does that? Julia has that.
Julia, who did you hand it to?
Phantasma has that.
We
We can get
went
another
over
one
this, I
though.
think. Yeah, you can't get another one
Yeah,
when you have the teleportation circle.
yeah, you know what? We can get another one, and I will get that to you. What we don't have actually is a tree on any of the ships. But
I know.
rumor has it that you can make something happen with that.
I
No?
mean, I could. I think so. I have no idea what spell you're referencing.
I don't know.
Is he can do
Macro?
transport via plants?
Uh, so the rumor being Barnaby does druidcraft and just makes flowers.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can make little stuff. I thought you were like, I thought there was like a spell that I like just didn't know about.
Finn's just being hopeful.
Oh, okay. All right. He does look a little puzzled as you bring that up. He's like, I mean, maybe if I had like a lot of
Can't you
like
make a tree? Make like a tree so
I
we
can
can leave?
make a little tree, and he makes like this little tiny like daisy pop up out of his hand.
Yeah, that's like that, but bigger.
I mean, about like, and he just makes it. I guess he'll grow a larger one that's maybe like a foot tall. He goes, I don't.
Well, I mean, that's taller than you, I guess.
It's easier if you just find a tree.
Yeah, true. We're not close to any trees.
I mean, if you want to go and like hang out back on the coast, there's trees over there. I think. It's got. I mean, I'm hoping. I don't know.
What about like, does it have to be a tree? Can it be like seaweed?
I don't know. I mean, I think there's some component of the bark that becomes at play. So I think as long as it's large enough, to have like a multiple cores, like it has like the bark and then an inner core, then I think that's kind of seems like where the basis is.
Right.
But
So not like
I
coral.
I never tried because I usually do the flying.
You're not really like a water guy.
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the water, just not in it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to the coast. Or maybe that faction will have to go to the coast. But
Well, okay,
we need those
maybe
ships.
explain your plan a little bit.
Oh, I need to transport an entire like half of the fleet to outside of Eden so that they can all go into Eden, but we need the ships also. So
How many people are you trying to do?
like what was it? 150?
I thought it was
Two-
I thought it was
200?
200.
About 200, give or take. 200, 250.
No big deal.
I mean, the
Piece
most
of
I'm
cake.
able to get in one like little casting of it is like maybe 10.
Oh,
So like I mean it's quick. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it's done.
right.
Hold on, let me just make sure it's not like a minute.
No, it's 6 seconds.
The plans, but I'm usually wrong, so I want to check. Yeah, it's 1 round. So yeah, it ain't quick. So the most I'm able to get is like maybe 10, 12 if you want to maybe like lose a foot.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay, that's fair. All right, looks like we're gonna have to do some teleportation circles.
It's just, I mean, if there's a way you could make like a gate, like, cause like that's what transport via plants is. It's kind of just making a gate. Like, I know you can make bigger gates.
Mm. Yeah, I've never made a gate to go from one place to a whole other place. I could probably do one from like here to there, or from like
Hmm.
I was reading about doing like one from here to like another plane, but never like from here to the other side of the world.
That would be cool if you did.
It's almost like it would be nice if we had extra planar travel, huh?
Yeah, that kind of sounds like, I mean, whatever that guy said.
I mean, I've been working on it and maybe I could do it, but it would take a lot and I'm not sure I'm there yet.
Well, I can tell you I am not there yet.
Yeah, Nocton, you do know that you have the blueprints for it, and like a lot of the technology just looks like it's so complicated you haven't even been able to dive into it yet.
Also,
So,
we've been a bit busy, not dying.
yeah, with
Certainly have.
yeah, Thaddeus is proven to be a real dick, huh? Well, I'll help you transport the soldiers. It's just I can only really help with like plants involved.
Right. Okay. Well, maybe once we get there, you can transport them in and out of the city, which that might be helpful.
Oh, that would be smart. I do have a really good experience ordering people around. Hey, you, get over there, get down there. I'm
Oh,
telling you,
I meant
got
with the
real good.
tree. Like you could go like from one tree outside the city to a tree inside the city.
Yeah, and would I not be telling people what to do? Would I not be bringing people, or just me?
You could, yeah, sure. Your skill set seems to be relatively similar to mine. Can you do invisibility?
I believe I can. Hold on 1 second. Visibility. No, I cannot.
I think he can do it like with the
It's a class feature.
Oh,
wait,
fairies can do it.
yeah, with like the fairy dust thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting.
I-
Yeah, I didn't.
But I think it's like
Yeah,
super
neat.
limited and he can only do it like once.
Hold on. Shame on me
Oh,
for
it's a
never having
homebrewed
played.
class and
That
class and race.
that homebrew was a monster. I
Oh
loved it.
God, that was so much work. Trying to balance it.
Yeah.
Balance?
Yeah, balance. Yeah, right.
What's
I
balance?
know.
Put the whole thing on a fucking Excel sheet. It was amazing.
Just
Mm,
fucking
I
find
don't
it.
understand this word.
Yeah, I know, right? The first campaign I ever ran was just, I was like, yeah, go for it, yeah, whatever. And then I was like, okay,
as they all are.
this is what balance means.
Episode 2. Here's the staff
Okay,
of the
yeah, I
Magi.
can't find this at all. And so how does it work?
I think he like can use his fairy dust like once or twice per day to turn invisible.
So I can do it a little bit and not a lot.
All right. Well, I mean that's good for scouting anyway. I was just thinking because you can fly also.
Yeah, I'm good. It's staying out of sight if I need to.
All right, cool. Well, we can definitely use you if you're sticking around.
That would be why I'm here.
Right. Okay, cool. Um, let's you know what? Why don't I have you stick with the Golden Dawn?
Oh,
And
is that the new people that's been hanging out on the west side?
yeah, that's the gold cloaks that have split from Captain what's his face, the big asshole, the Salt
Uh,
King.
that'd be Gildas.
Gildas, yeah, that guy.
Gone.
Guy's a fucking asshole.
Oh yeah, I mean everyone knows about it.
And his entire fleet just left him. So, well, it's not his
Hot
entire fleet, but
damn.
most of them.
So I'm going to be in charge of them now?
Uh, you're going to be a liaison between us and them.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be under Adrian's command anymore.
Uh, you know what? No, you'll be under your own command.
Good. Ha! I can't wait to tell him. Can I
Oh,
get that in, like writing or something like that?
Yeah, you know what? Let me clear that with him, just not to piss him off. But yeah, pretty much that.
All right. All right, cool. Yeah. So I'm down and just hanging out. And in case they need help, I'm helping, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
Magical support.
If that's all, then I'm gonna get going.
All right, you know where they are? They're like a few clicks back. We're like pretty
Yeah,
far
I
ahead.
can don't worry. Adrian drew me this map and hold on, I'm gonna move you guys into the fleet. So you guys are at the top left of that map. Obviously the Golden Dawn is at the bottom left of it over here. Because don't worry, Adrian pointed me the way.
All right, cool, perfect.
This is all drawn up in real shitty X's.
Yeah, no, that's definitely good. Wow, there's a lot of ships on that side, huh? All right, cool. Yeah, no, this actually works. I've actually not seen what it looks like from this angle.
Yeah, how you guys have been sailing. That's
Well,
kind of only been in my head for a while.
well, from the height that I'm at, I can only see 1 or 2 ships at a time. So
Yeah, so this is the whole thing, roughly what they try to keep around.
in my head, it was more of a circle. So
Do you want it to be a circle?
no, this is great. I like this.
Oh, okay, all right.
I didn't understand why it was a circle. Now I understand that it's not a circle at all, and it makes a lot more sense.
He has this like little like blink of recognition where he just realized that like one of the guys at the center most of this entire operation didn't understand how it was organized. Well, alrighty then.
Look, I've got to
Yeah,
tell you, I have not been a ship captain for a whole long time, so some
well,
of this is new to me.
well, you have surrounded yourself with the right people.
I sure as fuck hope so. So we're gonna find out real soon.
Uh,
Actually,
well,
you know what? Hold on 1 second. And
yeah,
Finn's gonna walk over to the intermast and put his hand on it.
yeah, and
He's looking for Adrian.
okay, so based upon just like waiting, nothing happens. And when you talk, that's when it like the glyph lights up white. So you start being like Adrian, Adrian, and then like what is it, Adrian? And yeah, what is it,
Adrian, hey, how's it going, Adrian?
Yeah,
It's Finn.
hi Barnaby.
Got Barnaby here. Yep.
Nice. Is he
Yeah.
okay?
It would with your permission, I'd like to give him a promotion.
Was this his idea?
No, it was mine entirely.
I would just like to go on record that he has never been working underneath me. So yes, it's fine.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I just give him shit sometimes.
All right, great. I'm gonna have him be the liaison between us and the Golden Dawn.
That's actually sounds perfect.
Perfect. So he will be working for himself as on behalf of us.
You could tell him I'm super pissed about it.
All right, I will absolutely let him know.
All right.
I'm sure he didn't mean anything by it. And like Finn's saying this out loud, like as if Adrian's pissed.
Yeah, I kind of assumed he'd do this at some point. All right, but I gotta get back. There's some good fighting going on. Is this it? Is all you need?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Enjoy your fighting.
Yep. Later.
Bye.
He's
Dude, Adrian's pissed. Adrian's really pissed.
oh
I told him
is. I knew it. That little motherfucker. I can't
I-
wait to fucking just tell him to give a big old middle finger.
I tried to tell him it was all my idea, but he wasn't having it. He fucking hates you now.
He always, I mean, he doesn't try to say it all the time, but every once in a while he'll just lower it over my fucking head, and like now I'm real happy that I can like just say like no more.
Yeah, I mean, from this point out, you are liaison Barnaby Bell.
At your service, and he like gives you a little bow.
Okay, so you interact with the Golden Dawn on behalf of the Grand Resistance.
Yes, I sure as well.
All right, perfect. Yeah. So if you wanna,
Do you have a message for him when I go over there?
I'll be there at some point to start transporting them where they need to be.
Well, all right then. It's good seeing you guys. Good to know you're all alive. And he's gonna like give you a big hug around the neck.
Yeah.
Each one of you that have actually like awoken. I assume Sheila's probably still asleep. But Julia, have you met Barnaby?
No, she's probably just waking up and looks over and she's just like,
Yeah, so,
I'm
like-
still dreaming, and then like
Yeah,
closes
it
her
looks
eyes
like there's a
again.
fairy hugging Finn as
Yeah.
it moves to Nocton and then moves to the airlock. It opens, quickly flies in, and then disappears out. Wild shaping again into something aquatic so that he can swim, and then you watch him in a similar tuna form swim off, headed due southwest. So now,
I'm
He should
gonna
be
say
Trisket.
your way with people and creatures never ceases to amaze me.
My way with them. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it as you will.
Nocturne, I'm in a good mood today. Let's make today the best it can be.
Agreed.
okay.
How are you coming with those what do you call them? Whistlers? Whalers?
Oh yes. They are mostly complete. I only have I believe 3 left.
Sick. That's gonna be so awesome. We're gonna
It will be
fuck that shit
mildly
up.
terrifying, and when I say mildly, I mean I have never been more excited in my life.
I don't remember if how much of the plan I've told you. I think I've told you most of it, but we're gonna front the fleet with some dummy ships that are sparsely manned by 1 or 2 folks, and we are going to light them up with the front of the fleet.
That sounds like an excellent plan.
That's gonna be so sick. Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna go. I guess have some coffee now because I'm awake.
There's plenty to be had. There's just a boring day of sailing in front of you unless you guys want to do something.
Can't waste a day, so I'm gonna start transporting people.
Okay. How would you like to do that? You teleporting to the Bellows Wind?
No, I'm gonna fly back to the Golden Dawn,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna start teleportation circling them
Okay.
into. Hopefully, what's her face has the teleportation circle set up already because she did say it would be done by the morning.
She did. Magmore, as you're like thinking about this, you realize you haven't spaced or heard anything because usually it's Phantasma that's your like go between.
Mhm.
So you watch Magmore just come over quietly, pour his cup of coffee, turn around,
Magmore.
and he doesn't even look at you, and you watch his shoulders like tense up as he turns and goes,
My buddy, I
"Yeah,
need your help with something.
what is it? Do I get to not do something?"
Yeah, you get to not skip out on sending a message for me.
Oh, great. I literally am just first sip of coffee, and you're like, "Oh, hey, Magmore, I need something."
Well,
Wait,
I figured you would gauge the size of your coffee based on my needs.
I'll start doing that from now on.
That's why I'm telling you before you pour your coffee. So you're probably going to need a big coffee so that you make sure you get the messages right. And
Okay, what do you want?
I need to know if our teleportation circle is ready in Eden.
Okay,
So I need you to message our friend there.
okay,
And
Francesca.
yeah, Francesca, that's it.
Okay, yep. Okay, so he finishes his coffee, sits down in front of you, looks at you, and takes two long gulps of his coffee before doing anything.
Finch is sitting there like with his hands like this, just like staring at him, waiting.
Okay. All right.
Ask if it's done, and if it's not done, when it will be done.
Yes. He holds out his hands and you watch a little flame flicker in between them as his eyes slowly smolder around the eyelashes, fully going opaque.
Don't forget to say good morning.
Good morning, Francesca. Captain Finn would like to know if the teleportation circle is ready, and if not, when it will be. Hope you're having a good morning. And then that's it. And he just kind of like smiles, takes a sip.
Did she respond? Has she said anything?
Yes, teleportation circle was ready last night. Ready when you are. Actually, no, it wouldn't be ready when you are. It would be give 30 minutes and then start sending.
All right. Why would I need to give 30 minutes?
Probably for like, I don't know, like, I don't know, man.
That's quite suspicious.
Maybe it's like not ready. Maybe like they need to like unlock. Like,
All right. What would take 30 minutes besides getting a bunch of guards and surrounding the circle?
I don't.
They're probably not actually done yet. She's just telling you they're done.
All right.
Maybe it'll take that long for her to get there.
That's fair. Do you want one of us to go with the first load?
Yeah. You think you need protection?
Well, I was just going to start sending people, but now I'm getting
Or are
paranoid.
you not gonna go with you? Are you not gonna go with the first batch to make sure?
Well, I wasn't, but maybe I should, and maybe we should go. Maybe we should just go in the first uh round.
Yeah, I mean, why not be like us and then like a couple of the gold cloaks, like Nostradamus and Ishkar, and then like
Yeah, no, that's a good point. We should do that.
good, good, I get to go.
So I had
All
the
right, so
weirdest dream last night, Finn. You were like being hugged by a fairy? It was crazy.
oh,
No,
what
that
a
was
weird
real.
dream.
Yeah, it was
That's
wild. I
yeah, no,
I
that
haven't dreamt
definitely
of
wouldn't happen
fairies
in real life.
since like I remember reading books about them as a kid and I was so
Yeah,
fascinated.
no, fairies definitely aren't real.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, well, I can't. That sounds like a fun dream. There is a little pseudo dragon that sometimes hugs my neck, but
I think I've seen oh maybe that's that's where my brain went because I think I've
maybe,
seen that
yeah.
before.
Is that thing still around? Roll a percentile dice.
Okay.
Can I roll perception too, or is it only Finn that can see him?
No, unfortunately not. Nothing.
No, he's not here. I did tell him we had a big fight coming up and to make himself scarce, so he's probably doing that.
Nocton just does not believe Finn. I do not believe.
I thought
No,
you saw him.
Wait, yeah, dude, Nox, you've actually seen the thing. It's a real dragon.
When did I see this creature?
It's tiny and it's like a long snake-like thing. It's got frills on its chin.
I thought you said it was a dragon.
Yeah, it was a dragon.
I read of
Pseudo-dragon,
these creatures, they're as large as the ship.
No, they
Not-
make them in different sizes.
Fascinating.
Yeah, this one's like a little baby.
Oh, you mean the small lizard?
Sure.
The
The blue one.
The small blue, yeah, the flying blue lizard. Okay.
The one that
Yeah.
likes the electricity.
I did not understand that this was, as you say, a dragon.
All right. Anyway, we should meet up with the Golden Dawn and we should
Start moving them.
at least start moving the first batch, but we should be close to them so that we can teleport back to the Terra.
Okay, sounds good to me.
So,
Why don't we just drive the ship over there?
yeah, no, I was gonna say
Okay.
Finn goes to yell and then he looks down to try and see who's sleeping and who's awake because he doesn't know who's driving the ship.
Well, it would be the morning. So, Tolland is the night shift guy. So, it would be Jeremy's probably asleep still.
So Jeremy's the Tolland.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do this. That's right. Yeah, let's go back to the Golden Dawn.
You want to go back to the Golden Dawn?
Yep.
Okay, where are they?
Southwest. Well,
South-
direct south of us, southwest of the fleet.
All right, sounds good. Like full, like you want me to just like straight south?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, all right. You're gonna have to come help me find them when like the time comes. You got like maybe an hour. And then
Okay.
you feel the ship's kind of like sharply lurch and pushing you guys all off to the right as it starts to turn left.
All right, everyone brace yourself. Sorry, I said that a bit late. My bad.
You're bouncing off the walls. Thanks, Ben. Really, good timing
No.
on that.
Knockdown built stabilizers in it, so even hard turns are like it can't do them the crazy way.
Aw, that's no fun.
So you guys are able to turn and make your way south. As you start to peek up on the first set, I'll move you guys back on since we're doing more of that stuff anyway. The head sort of group, it will not be Nostradamus. He's actually in the middle pack, closest to the center. So as you get up to like you don't really like you have to breach the water a little bit, but it'll be about an hour and a half, or actually 2 hours, right? 1, 2, 3, 2.5 roughly. I'm not going to do Pythagorean theorem right now. So as you guys sort of like lurch your way through the fleet, you're able to finally make your way to the Widowmaker and Nostradamus. As you sort of breach the water next to it, you see a little bit of the crew has already like sort of gathered onto the side railing where you guys are coming up. They throw down a ladder, expecting whoever wants to get up and get out can.
As everyone's starting to get up and move, like Finn's just gonna yell down into Sheila.
Yeah.
You coming?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a ladder right above. Would hopping onto Nostradamus' ship.
Yeah. It's Sheila gets up on the ladder.
All right, so whoever would like to get out can. I'll say Magmore is also joining you guys on top of the Widowmaker.
Talon, once we're like up, you can stay under, just kind of trail this one.
Ooh. Okay, that's fine. So as you guys get to the top of the deck, you're greeted with a bunch of, "Hey, what's going on, Captain? Terror of the Deep, what's going on?" And Nostradamus is sitting there at the main mast, with a Barnaby sort of zipping and hovering from side to side and above. His arms stretched wide. "To what do I owe the pleasure? I've already met your new liaison."
Yeah, I figured you could use a magic wielder of some kind to help you out.
Was that not what the intermast was for?
That's not a magic wielder.
Oh, well, I thought, I mean, the way he described it, he said mostly just messages.
Oh no, well, he. Sometimes we
Do
can't use
more than
math.
just messages. I mean, I'm sorry, he speaks very fast.
Yeah, he does cool shit. Has a similar
Okay.
skill set to be somewhere between me and Etrian. Um,
Ooh,
the wood elf that like creates tsunamis and fucking whirlpools and shit. Have you seen him? No. Maybe not. I don't know.
God, there's so many of you, it's hard to keep track.
He like leveled an entire fucking ship by himself. So I don't know if Barnaby can quite do that, but that was Etrian. Anyway, we're gonna go into the city. I wanted to know if you and Ishkar would like to be in the first group just to check out what we're working with.
That sounds fine. I'll gather a handful of my best and her best, and we'll settle off. How quickly do you need to be ready?
Like an hour ago, basically.
All right, as he like slams the mast. Let's get ready. A beam, A team, B team, top deck, 5 fucking minutes. You see just like hut, and everyone starts running around. People are like shoving the people, like the people who need to get ready, like trying to like fuck with them to try to slow them down. But everyone starts scrambling. He has a big smile on his face. Sounds good to me.
All right, there's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I just ordered 20 men
All right, so it's 20, so 25,
plus 2, 22.
27. All right, I'm gonna have to do a bigger circle than I've done before, but I think I can do it. Let's see.
Sure. Let me make sure that I can call Ishkar. He puts his hand over a pin that is holding his cape to his breastplate, and as he whispers, you can see little like tiny like wafting vapors like go through his fingers really quick as his eyes flash white for a second, and he looks like he's saying something inaudible. And then quickly, he looks and goes, "Make that 30 minutes."
Right. No worries. I'm gonna start working on that circle.
Okay. So you are attempting to sorcery point extend it, correct?
Yeah. Well, let me see. Let me see what I have here. I do have extended spell extends the duration. Distant spell
Distance. Sorry.
extends the range.
Okay. Yes. So you're trying to expand the distance or the range of this.
Yes.
All right. Perfect. So you
That would give me a 20-foot diameter.
So you know what it is. So you map it out. You know in your head you're like, I'm gonna need 2 pieces of chalk for this. But you can like basically make out like the 8 sort of like points that you'll need to make it. You're able. It's taking a while, but luckily you have to get Ishkar's ship up into where you guys are. So the Warhawk, so it can meet up with a Widowmaker. But everybody.
Is the teleportation circle symmetrical in any way?
It's just it's an incantation, so it's all of the words that fit along the surface, written in a certain text size. So, like, it's just you're kind of writing the incantation twice.
Got it. Okay. Then I'm going to mage hand the other side, and I'm just going to be like, copy whatever I do.
Okay. All right. So you will do it, but please roll an Arcana check. Beautiful.
24.
All right. So your mage hand is maybe you're paying attention to the mage hand a little bit more. It's actually faster than your like how you're moving on your physical body. But
Sick.
quick enough and with impeccable penmanship, you're able to create this as you hear Nostradamus bark out orders. All right, men, form up. Blade sharp, eye sharper. And as finally Ishkar comes on, you hear the as the board hits and goes, Ishkar, captain, 2 teams, let's go. And she barks up, you heard them, ladies, let's go. And they're already ready, like, and move out on like these like sort of like 2x2 little sections as they all hop and then surround the one half of the circle. Nostradamus quickly briefs Ishkar, and Ishkar smiles at the rest of you who are all popped up in like sort of in the center of the circle already. Good to see you all.
Likewise. So we should be heading into friendly waters here. So, but you know, obviously be ready for anything. We are the vanguard going into the city. So
Don't worry, my men and women are ready for anything.
yeah, just try not to scare them on the off chance that like we're good,
Hmm.
but also be scary just in case they're not.
So claws in or out?
Claws extended but in.
You heard the confusing captain.
Like maybe perhaps out of the holsters, but
She
like
puts,
down.
while you're talking, she puts her hand over your mouth.
Okay.
Claws out, like I trained you. And she looks at you, and the piercing, just like, do not step across this line look she gives you as her eyes go from like huge pupils to just tiny little slits. She
Yeah, sounds
smiles
great.
too.
Sounds great. I love it.
Yeah. Let's go. Is the circle ready?
Yep. I was finishing touches. Are you done? Okay, cool. Yep.
The men they all jump over the lines and all sort of like can gather into this huge circle. As you watch this, like you've never had to make sure that the energy was transferred properly, but as it gets halfway through the sort of light, it starts to die for a second, and you have to bend down on both knees and put both fingers on like on the circle, and you have to just course your own energy through your spine to your arms to your hands and onto the circle around you to continuously push the rest of the arcane energy so that it connects. And as you do, as the teleportation circle was not made for this size, so it is like it's maybe like a 12-foot by 12-foot square as everyone else is falling maybe 5 to 7 feet onto stone. I'm gonna make some dex saves. I'll just make 2 of them. No, hold on. Yeah, ow. So, oh god. Oh, dude, just it's it's like chaos as like all of a sudden people are looking around you. You can see Francesca was standing at the center of this. Luckily dodged all the people falling around her. She goes, "Oh, I'll help you up," and she's like reaching over. People are like dangling on the walkway.
Sorry, that was my first time doing that one that big. My bad.
Nostradamus just gets up and you hear the clank of his armor. Finn.
Find me somebody else that can do that.
He looks around quickly, looks safe, and then looks at this tiny, tiny little gnome. And you are? Terror, absolute terror in this little like creature's eyes. It's just, it's I'm Francesca Fink, secretary to the governor. Nice to see you. He goes, likewise, as his hand just engulfs hers, and it gives it a nice hearty shake. Just, I trust that you are here with the resistance, and that you are on the first wave. Please, I'm sorry we did not make the platform big enough. Yeah, you could have made it. Shut the. It's like Nostradamus throws his hands up, as they are all groaning and getting themselves up on their feet with their packs in their hands, and they can already kind of tell how it's been set up. It's a massive, just 3-story open air warehouse. It looks like there has been like sort of a kitchen, a dining area that's been erected in like one of the corners. There's a sort of a divided sort of like wash bath sort of area on the like to like connected to that. And then the rest of it's all just cots, little tents, little pods of cots that are stacked maybe 4 or 5 high. Some are larger, like in, but they're more spaced out. But yeah, it looks like it's kind of just, bare bones. A hurricane just went off, so this is where people are sheltering. It's not much, but at least there's the bare basics.
Finn is immediately going to turn to Julia and be like, I can't believe I forgot to do this first. Can you do the non-detection thing?
She'll just tap him and cast it on him.
Yeah.
On like us, like.
I can't do it that many times.
Well, just the few of us that he has seen and has been watching.
I can't do it that many times.
So choose.
I can do it 3 times.
All right. Well, then me, Sheila, and Magmore probably.
All right.
We're the 3 he's most likely to take a peek on.
Yeah, thanks. That's pretty nice.
All right, thank you. The last thing we need is for him to see what we're doing.
Quick question, Sheila, do you have that earring that was left to you?
Yes.
Okay. Just thought. Just making sure. All right. Sorry to interrupt.
No concern needed.
Nobody else knows about it. I'm double checking to make sure that she has it.
Nocturne, he doesn't really creep on you, right?
Not that I have been able to tell. He has once, but I'm not sure if he made the connection that I was connected with the crew.
Right, okay. And Julia, he doesn't really fuck with you at all.
No, I think he knows of me, but probably doesn't care because he's never met me in person. Probably just thinks I'm a peon, which is fine.
That tracks. All right, cool. So we should, well, okay. And Finn's like getting flustered and he's gonna look at Nostradamus. He's gonna be like, do you guys want to scan the perimeter, make sure everything's good, safe to go? We can do that as well.
Don't worry, my men are already halfway done with that. Based upon the current situation, we should be bringing the quartermasters and the cooks in next.
That is a good idea.
We need to start cooking. I'm telling you right now, first lesson in just taking care of a lot of men, make sure that food is always available and hot.
Ms. Fink, are we able to transport some food stores in here? Like
we already have, based upon the men and women that you said would be joining us, we already had at least, I want to say, 3 weeks supply.
That's excellent, and you've been able to bring that in fairly stealthily.
If you walk out of that door, there is a secondary little hut that is full of the food stores.
That's excellent.
Which, by the way, you'll want the keys to this place. Here's your own set.
It's for you.
This one does the main door. This one does the food store's door, and then this one does the basement door.
This is not the only set of keys for this, correct?
No, I have the other set.
Okay, perfect. Let's see what else. Important things to go over. Obviously we're hiding until the time is right. Please, no lights at night. We don't want anybody knowing you're here.
I will let them know. Are they allowed to leave the premises?
If you all need to leave the premises, 1 or 2 at a time. We want to hide our numbers. That is the absolute primary objective here.
We're gonna need to, not to make this weird, secretary think, if it's going to be this secretive, we would make sure that there is at least some ale to be had while we're here. And she looks up and like this little like sort of squint goes across her face. Goes, if it'll keep the men satiated, I'm sure that we could get a few barrels. We'll make sure that we'll do. Just 2 at a time won't do. Sorry.
To drink, not to get fucking wasted, obviously.
There will be a sound limit, I promise.
Right, okay, perfect. No, it's at night, no.
Ishtar comes up to interrupt you. Captain, coast is clear. I'll have the men start organizing everything. What would you like us to do in the interim? He goes, make sure that they're divided up into the right divisions and that they're organized by bunks. We don't want to make sure if anyone goes missing. And he like looks at the rest of you and he goes, we'll be right back. And they start to have their own like little Gold Dawn sort of conversation as Mrs. Fink is looking at you, Finn. Is there anything you need?
You know what? I honestly have no idea, but I think we'll be okay. Do you need anything? Are you good?
Well, it's so I was hoping that I could just update you, and I was glad that you came. So a bit of good news, I think. The fog is still here, like the physical fog is still here, but we haven't seen any like movement or creatures within the fog that we normally can. So good news? I don't know.
Are they evacuating the goddamn bay?
I don't know. But with the scouting party that we sent over has not come back. But it's been silent for the first like 6 hours that they've come.
How long ago was this scouting party sent?
24 hours ago?
Is this a concern, Finn? That seems like a long period of time.
Well, chances are if they haven't come back, they've probably been captured or something, but where would everyone have gone?
I don't know. Then the fog still exists. It's just there was no way for us to know. Maybe they were. Our assumption is that maybe they have taken all of the things that they need, and maybe they're getting ready to leave, or maybe they're resting. They were working night, the men and women said they didn't know they'd see any breaks. So maybe they're resting?
Sheila, what do you think? You think they're resting?
I don't think they're resting.
Do you think we need to go into the fog and see what's up?
I think we do need to do a little stealth mission.
I was really hoping you weren't going to say that. All right. We should probably get the quartermasters here now first, just to get started on what needs to get started.
Okay.
Why don't I bring Nostradamus back to his ship, and then I'll bring another round of men, and then we'll bring more tomorrow. And then I'll meet,
Okay.
and then we, this small group, can go take a walk.
Okay, that sounds good to me. You have your keys. We will, should we have the teleportation thing enlarged?
Is that a possibility that you can do?
Well, I mean, it's just like you look at it, it's just like a few large set of wood, like floors or like almost like pallet looking things that have been
Mhm.
stacked up on wood on like cement blocks, and then they have placed the cement like section of the floor where, and they just like placed it on top of the wood. I mean, I guess we could just enlarge the wood. I mean, it would take us like a couple hours, but it could be done.
Yeah, if you think you could do that without negatively affecting the Arcana,
I don't believe so. We're not going to touch the circle. We're just going to enlarge the platform.
all right. So don't do it yet. But after the next round of folks who are gonna probably fall all over the place, then I would do that because I'm gonna start bringing more people tomorrow.
Okay. We will. We'll work on that immediately.
No, don't immediately.
Well, I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
she puts her hand on your hand and goes, "Honey, we move really fast in this business, and you need to start moving now if you want to get this done when you want it done."
Right. Yeah. Okay. Let me get
No
Nostradamus. Yeah. No, you're doing great. Let me get Nostradamus.
Yeah, him and Ishkar are just kind of like just talking back and forth with a smile on their faces. Are we all set?
Yes. Any chance one of you will be staying here to oversee matters here?
Ishkar looks at Nostradamus quickly. I will stay back. Don't worry. I
Then
will.
these keys are for you.
She grabs them quickly and goes, "Guess who's more important, honey?" And she puts them into her little side belt and goes, "Yeah, sure. You can have this box. I'll have the fleet." And she just like shoves his shoulder like in a sort of flirty manner. Are we leaving now?
Yeah, you and I are going back to the ship, and we're gonna get as all your quartermasters and whatnot.
All right. It'll be roughly about the same, maybe less. Do you want to bring more just soldiers?
Yeah, just however many will fit in the circle.
All right. It should be a handful more. I'll
I'm gonna
grab.
I'm gonna leave you on the fleet though, because I'm not gonna be able to take all of your men just yet.
That's fine.
right.
I don't really want the fleet chaperoned, if you will.
Right.
So let's go.
All right.
You go up, teleportation circle.
I can do
The
a
rest
small
of
one.
you, yeah, the rest of you. It takes like almost just like it's like if you've ever driven to a place and then driven back, you're like, wow, that took fucking nothing on the
Yeah,
way
like
back.
like while we were talking, the mage hand was like making a circle around us.
Yeah. uh, Magmore's pulled on last second as you guys teleport back to the Terror of the Deep. Unless you guys want to stay behind. It's up to you.
I might have stayed behind, just to not
Okay.
take up space.
Yeah,
Because they're
Julie,
coming
you
right
can stay
back
behind.
anyway.
Ishkar starts barking orders at the men, but they quickly sort of settle down. It looks like they're starting to break out some like card games.
You know what? Actually, Julie will do is go looking for a tree branch. While she's
Okay. Yeah.
on her around the city.
You you find the side door. It's locked. You have to get the key from Ishkar. She just hands you the whole key ring.
She is like unlocks it, brings the keys back, goes back out.
She smiles. She goes, "Don't be long." And it'll take you like maybe like the better part of like 20 minutes to find like where there is sporadic, but small, little like, god damn it, like little forests and little like walk through sort of parks
Yeah.
that you can go find a big tree that has like enough room for you to teleport through.
Tries to find like the closest one to the place that she can.
Yeah, I'll say it's aptly named Harbor Park.
Perfect.
So it's closest to the water. So easy enough. Grab a branch. Head back. By the time that you get back to them, I would assume at Finn, are you just going in, grabbing people, and heading right back out? Like,
Yeah, which I'm sure it'll take him like some amount of time to.
it's like maybe
all
of
his
20
dudes.
minutes.
Yeah. And then he'll do another big old teleportation circle.
Nice. While this is happening, you see a bunch of people get on, and they're like, you hear them you overhear a bunch of like, "Yo, is this gonna like upset? Like I heard like fucks up your stomach if you don't like think right." And then like some other guy, you just hear him go like, "Yeah, like, and if you don't think about teleporting, then it doesn't happen." And then right as you finish the teleportation circle, everybody is pulled back into the same area. Julia, the men have taken cots and have built what they think is the right size area so that when all of the men are teleported in, they fall down onto the cots. It's kind of effective, but
Oh, to try and catch them.
yeah, to try and
That's
like
funny.
soften their fall. But after like I want to say 30 minutes, you're sitting there, and all of a sudden, big flashlight as everyone falls down, and then Ishkar gets up, starts yelling, "All right, men, grab the cots you fell on because that's yours now. Let's go. You see all the facilities. Keep quiet and keep to yourself. We'll debrief you when everybody's here tonight. Go, 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 go. Clean up this shit." As they all kind of like gather stuff, grab their cots, and sort of like start moving them back into the little like lounge area and sleeping posts. Nocton, or sorry, Finn.
Yes.
Well, first off, while this is happening,
Big circle, kind of sick. Got to use extra magic, but still kind of sick.
yeah, kind of sick. All right, so as you are sitting here in the large Eden warehouse, everyone's sort of like now kind of organized. Ishkar looks at you and goes, "Are you staying long?"
Well, we're gonna go scout and see what's up with the not so many people in the harbor.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully we don't fucking die. That would put a damp on things.
Well, just make sure you always run a little bit quicker than you normally would.
Wait, did Barnaby come? Is Barnaby here somewhere?
Did you bring him? You didn't specify. So would you have brought him on the second round?
I probably would have wanted to, yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's like pops out from around the corner. Yeah. What do you want?
Hey, so you're gonna stay here with this crew in case
Is
they
that-
need
Go ahead.
like an expeditious exit. So there's a park, or there's parks around the city somewhere.
Yeah, Julia found the twig. She was talking about it.
Perfect. So you can use you have twigs for other trees, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, cool. So if you need to, go find a tree and get the fuck out.
Okay. Julia, is that tree for me? Is that twig for me?
She looks very long at Barnaby and is just like,
Oh yeah, I was fucking with you. He's real, by the way.
"What are
Yeah. Oh, right. Well, we haven't met. My name's Barnaby.
you?"
Yeah, stretches his
Hi.
hand.
She like sticks a finger towards him.
Yep.
Like shakes.
Buzzer beat you. What's your name?
I'm Julia. I didn't know you were real.
You must be new.
I am. I didn't know fairies actually existed. All the
Well, you've
books.
been living under a rock.
You could say that.
He giggles. Well, all right. Can I have the twig now?
Yes, here. It might be a little big.
Uh, he looks at it really quick and goes, "Well, hold on one second." And he starts to cast magic as like this large twig that you had in your hand starts to slowly shrink down to size.
Oh, I forgot he could do that.
You see him glowing bright as his hands sort of like connected to this energy that's surrounded the twig, and he just eventually shrinks it down half the size to where he can hold it and goes, "Not a problem."
Fascinating.
And then puts it away.
Julia immediately pulls out a notebook and starts writing things down.
Whew. All right. Well, I mean, what else do you need?
You're just here. You're just here with these guys in case they need an exit and in case they need any help with anything.
Ishkar looks at him and goes, "How good are you at 3 Dragon Nanti?" He looks it up and goes, good enough to try and cheat sometimes. She goes, come on. We shall play. It'll be fun. And like he flies over to his shoulder and goes, Ishkar, nice to meet you. Barnaby. And then like they exchange pleasantries, and she looks at you guys and goes, now, when should we expect you next?
We're probably not coming back here, so probably tomorrow with another round of your men.
Will there be a time or will you be warning?
Yeah, probably no warning and probably no time. Sorry.
Right. Well, we will keep posted. Good to know.
Oh, there's another thing. There's a troop of yeah, this is gonna sound absolutely fucking ridiculous. There's a troop of acrobats called the Skylancers that I came across. They are currently on a fishing barge learning how to fight. I'm going to send them your way at some point in the next couple days. Use them how you will. Get creative.
Like acrobats, are you talking about like they?
Literal circus acrobats.
Oh, like clowns.
No,
You're
like
bringing me clowns.
I'm bringing
As
you.
soldiers?
I'm bringing you the next best thing to monks.
A monk. Oh.
They
They
are
no
quick on their
experience?
feet if you need additional people in the sails.
They have no experience.
They have no experience. They don't fight yet. They don't know that they can fight yet. But I think that they will be able to fight, and I think that you will be able to use them in other ways.
We have already sectioned off an area for light sparring. They will learn quickly.
Love to hear it. You know what? I might bring them sooner then.
Please, I'd love to see what they can do.
You're right now they're learning how to street fight, so maybe once they come to you they can learn how to do it a little more orderly.
Discipline.
Right, that's the word. Yep.
That's the word.
Disciplinedly. Okay, we're gonna go for a walk and go see if we can find some bad guys.
Okay. So it is Nocta, Magmore, Sheila, Finn, and Julia. Correct?
Yep.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
You walked out to the door into the sort of misty air of Visundu's main avenue.
Eden.
Or sorry, into Eden. Sorry, I keep thinking Visundu for some reason. Eden. What are you doing?
As we walk out, or before we walk out, you see Nocton sort of like fiddle with some dials on his chest, and his entire armor, like, which was shiny and like pretty extravagant. Not necessarily extravagant, but pretty obvious. Sort of, it doesn't chameleon, but it changes color and dulls down, and it's like a lot less recognizable as armor.
That's sick. Finn's gonna look right at Magmore and be like, all right, now you.
Yeah, Mags, let's see it.
He produces flame and he just like throws out these little sparkles and like whooshes and does like spins out his toes and goes, ha. I can't do what he does, man. I don't know what you want. I took off the armor.
Yeah, that was sick. Finn goes for a high five.
He knew it was coming and just like stops halfway. Oh, you actually follow through.
Yep.
Okay, so since you're committing, he's like, all right, cool. Ow! His hands like all cramped up and he's like pulling his fingers and they're popping. Ow, fuck, ow, why would you?
Oh, I was just kidding. All right, let's go.
So, Captain, ow. And he like has cure wounds on himself.
All right, so it seems like the best way to get from here to there without going through the fucking main doors is just through the sewer. So what do you guys think about the sewer?
There's a way.
I mean, is there any other option?
You can fly over. You
I
can
floated
walk
in
up
the
to front
ocean for
gate,
more than a
fly
day with
over.
half my body missing. A sewer is fine.
Yeah, I mean, we could
Okay.
fly over, but I did kind of tell them to be looking out for people flying over the wall. Um, that's
No,
my bad.
sewer's fine. Let's go. I
All right.
bring my snorkel.
There are plenty of access points to the sewers. You are looking for one of the main rectangular V-shaped sewers that you can quickly start. Like you look around and you don't see anybody, so you start like pulling at them. All of a sudden you're, hey, what are you doing? As these guards come over and see you pulling like at a guard, he goes, hey, what are you doing?
You guys go ahead. I'll talk to him.
You could no stop this, put that
No,
down.
sir, it's okay.
Start
I'm just
talking.
gonna keep yanking. I'm just gonna keep
So-
yanking.
Sheila,
So
it's so light for you. You just pick it up like it's a paperweight.
I'm
So
just gonna
we're on-
hold it and turn and look at him.
We're on direct orders from Secretary Fink.
Julia's
Why are
calming
you
down.
Why are you accessing? Roll a
Re-
persuasion check. I'd say since you've added Fink's name into it, you're gonna reduce it. Yeah, easy enough. He goes, is this about the scouting party that's not come back?
It is literally about that, yes.
Oh, then absolutely. Then Godspeed. Yes, sir. We heard there was another captain. It was a pleasure to meet you. And
Thank
they
you.
start to like back
but-
away.
Oh, hey, hold up. There was a guy at I forget. It was like right by this right by the entrance to the main city. These are his, and Finn's gonna hand him shackles,
Okay.
like the broken shackles.
Yeah. He looks and goes, I've already. What do you look like?
You look like a god. You know what?
Buddy.
It's fine. I just wanted to give them back. I don't need them.
Okay. And he takes and he looks over. He goes, oh, I guess the serial number 941. Okay. And like he goes, all right. Pleasure. Go about your day. Good luck. As they turn
Likewise,
over.
have a good one.
They're starting to crowd around the cuffs that you gave them, inspecting them. So you can get down into the sewers. It's tight fit for Sheila. Everyone else kind of slides down.
Is that great heavy that's in Sheila's hands?
No, I mean, it's like 20 pounds maybe.
Oh, okay. She's just gonna toss it over into the middle of the road.
Yeah. Clunk, 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 clunk. They look backwards, see what you've done, and just like look right back to their hands. You guys can all slide into the sewers. Now roll me a survival check to see if you get lost. You can either do 2 or at advantage.
I have a +7 to survival.
I mean, Finn is already pretty good, but go ahead. This adds to the flavor. All right, yeah, both good enough. So Sheila and Finn, you both are able to sort of argue your way to to get to the like to actually get to where it empties out into the water. Nocton, you can't get a word in the entire time, but you know that you're been going the right way the entire time. You're like, yeah, yeah. Every time you're like, it's right, and she was like, no, it's right. It's like you just call it every fucking time. But quick enough with those rolls. Maybe an hour it takes you to navigate the like shitty ass sewer lines, but you're able to get to the rushing little waterfall that empties out into the harbor, covered by a grate. But Sheila, you know before that it's nothing a quick smash can't fix.
Can we do this one quietly? The last one was like quite loud. Maybe we can like knocked on. You got any ideas? Maybe something other than just hit it.
Well, force is usually quite effective. How heavy is how heavy is a grate? Would I know?
Oh, it's fairly large. It's a 15-foot with like gate that is maybe like 2-inch diameter wrought iron.
Okay, I'm gonna inspect to see if I can find the lift mechanism if there is one.
Yeah, there's a lock and a latch mechanism. But the lock mechanism is one of those where like you have to like break the bolt every time because like it's such a large thing.
How the hinge is looking on it.
Roll an investigation check. they look really, really new. Like almost like they were like fucking put in yesterday.
It's the same grate we were at before.
Yeah, it's the
It's
same one you
brand
guys
new.
broke. Yeah, I'll say with that natural one, Sheila, you look over and you're starting to have like this air of recognition of like, is this the same sewer
That was
grate?
my natural one.
Oh, Nocton, yeah, then absolutely.
I
Then
look up and like rust falls into my eye and I can't see anything.
yeah. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be take a little bit of force to get this thing open.
All right, can we like add to quietness? Anybody have anything like that? I don't.
I believe Julia can.
I can. Please hold.
I thought you used all your shit.
Does anyone have silence?
I used all my high level shit for you guys already, but I can do this.
Love to hear that.
Oh yeah, no, it's good. I was like, it's just gonna be scooting around, no big deal, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I could try and acid it open.
I mean, you think that would work?
Sure. While everyone's sort of trying to figure out, I just turn around and I spit onto the.
Okay.
I just like spew acid out of my mouth at the.
Roll a stealth check.
That is the least technological thing I've ever seen you do.
And then
Hold on, what?
Hey,
Plus 10.
nice.
There's that plus the 10.
Is it a disadvantage because your armor, or you
no,
did you switch
'cause
off?
I
You're-
turn the stealth mode on my armor on.
Nice. All right, cool.
So it's
So
just a straight roll.
you guys are talking about how to like do this stealthily, and all of a sudden you hear like a as you look over and you can just see steam is now rising up like from the opposite side of Nocton's, but like where his front is, and you hear as the door just starts to swing, and it's now like just broken, and the pin, let's see, is holding for now. So it looks like it's just sort of like you have a complete 3/4 opened on this sewer, and you were looking as the fog is starting to like slowly sort of like just like billow in front of you. And this is a perfect time for us for AJ to remember to take a break.
Hey, look at that. 8 o'clock.
Yay!
Yay! And we'll get back with what you guys try to figure out inside of this little harbor.
I always forget about that little acid gland I have.
Yeah. One of your many modifications, this one being organic.
Alright, we'll be right back.
Hello and welcome to the West March Guys live stream. Thank you for tuning back in with us, or if you just joined. We are in Eden, in a open sewer grate, looking a foggy harbor in the face. What in the fuck are you guys doing? What
Are
now?
we through the gate? We're through the grate.
Well, I mean, like, it's through the gate means like jumping into the water.
But I'm saying it's not holding us back
Yes.
anymore. Okay,
No,
cool. Alright,
like,
cool.
so like if this is like if this is the door, it's like hanging like here.
Okay, cool. Solid.
We
Well,
can't get through it, or
After you guys, I'm not getting in the water. It's probably freezing.
Finn dives head first.
Okay, yeah, it's really cold, but it's fine.
alright, stay close. Julia will hop, throw her mask that Knocked On gave her on, and hop in.
Nice. Magmore will do the same. Splash in. Sheila, Nocton.
I mean, I'm already in the water.
Okay, so as you guys enter the water, it is frigid. You can already tell that if you spend a long time in this water, that it will start to hurt. But for right now, you're fine.
I'm gonna put up
Where,
true
where you
sight.
going? True side up. Nice. All right. So obviously you can tell that the fog is magical. You look around. There is, what is it?
I should be able to see through the fog, right?
Yeah, you can see through the fog, but you're still aware of the fog.
Okay.
Julia will poke her head just out of the water to see if she can see any of those crab things along the shore that she saw last time.
Along the shore or along the docks?
Wherever they were last time, I don't.
They were on the docks.
Okay, on the docks.
You look up and as you start to kind of slowly paddle your way into the fog, you see what Finn has already seen. It looks like those creatures are just sitting there, not sitting there. They're standing there, almost in an idle-like trance. There are no men. There are no humanoids. There are only these creatures seemingly asleep on their feet as they're sort of just wading back and forth on their feet.
Don't love that.
It looks like they're kind of haphazardly gathered everywhere. When one gets you can see I mean, if you sit there long enough, you can see one when it gets too close to the other one, they push away from each other, but then just go back to being almost on standby. There's no humans. There's no Thaddeus.
Well, this is a problem.
I do not like this.
So, if there's no, we can't see. I guess she'll look at Finn. Do you see any boats?
Do I see any boats?
Any boats that you would be able to see would be small, sort of single sail vessels that are kind of still around the edges. But all of the main ships, all of any large galleon, is gone. There's no ships in the harbor.
They dismantled all of the ships and they have sent all of the wood to wherever it was going. And I bet you they have all just gone through a fucking gate to somewhere else.
You have true sight.
Well,
Bob,
how do you know?
So you would
see
see some
the
remnant,
gate?
correct?
Wait,
Yeah.
Wait. I have an ability that I have never used. Because I never thought I'd have the opportunity to use it. Detect portal. Once per short rest as an action, I can detect the distance and direction of the closest planar portal within 1 mile. I would like to use that.
Hey. Okay.
Wow.
That is
I was like, that's a feature I'm never gonna fucking use, but it's fine.
So specific.
What a
That's awesome.
specific thing. All right. So what does it look like as you cast this spell?
I think Julia's just like, Wait, hold on. I think I think I feel and then you can just watch as like her eyes go green, and like it almost like the complexion of her body like shifts slightly from like the blue to like a more aqua, and then it kind of fades back as her eyes kind of stay focused, and she does kind of like a 360, seeing if she can see anything.
Okay.
That's new.
Uh, I'll keep going once I see if I find anything or not.
So the closest planar portal. You nervously look towards like like the because you can't see all the way into the harbor. It's not that big, but you can see in like sort of like the surrounding area, and you look to where you think where all of the boats would be. You do pick up maximum distance of the closest planar portal. Like it is it just one? I don't like that.
I think it'd be the closest. So,
Okay, so then the closest planar portal that you're gonna pick up is actually in the city of Eden.
shit.
You don't see anything that looks like it's out into the water or in the harbor itself.
Damn.
There's no portal.
No, what do I see in the city?
Atop one of the very, very large government buildings, it looks like there is a wall, sort of like almost like double door, or it looks like a rectangle that's burning inside of one of the tallest towers.
So, there's one in the city,
All
inside
right,
that building.
none in the harbor.
I can't see any otherwise, and her eyes kind of blink back. Uh, yeah, that was weird. Okay. Yeah,
Is there a
that's,
reason you have not divulged the fact that you can detect extraplanar portals?
a lot of this is stuff that doesn't really make sense to me still.
Fair enough.
I I don't even know why I thought of that one until like there's like something like, it was like I felt a feeling in my chest, and it just like was like, you ever get that sense where your heart like squeezes for a second?
It's definitely starts it's a gut feeling that burned its way up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
instinctual. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what all of mine is. Like I just do shit and it just happens. Also, you can see the stuff actually squeezing Nocton's heart. They can like through the.
That is accurate, however, not entirely true.
um,
I'm like visibly confused momentarily. Momentarily.
momentarily, I like that.
All right, what are you guys doing? You're floating around. You realize that there's no portal.
All right,
Should we like?
I go ahead.
Should we see? Hold on. Julia's gonna like swim down. I don't think it's not that deep where we are, right?
No.
Can she fish around for like a rock or a shell or something?
Yeah. I
Just
would say it's not it doesn't take that long. You can find one easy enough.
comes back up and just hucks it at the dock, and then
Okay.
sticks her head back underwater.
Okay, everybody will roll if you're around where that happened, roll stealth checks.
I still have passed without a trace up, so
She does. So 24. Oh, 24. So 22, 24, 20. Shula. Well, someone roll for Magmore.
oh, it's his test plus.
He gets a 2. He gets a 2 maybe. Whoa! There you go.
All right, so disadvantage button. 10.
All right, 20. Perfect enough. So, with that, yeah. You throw the rock, dip down. Everybody kind of like ducks down as well for a brief second, then like slowly emerges out of the water. You can see that where you threw the rock, it skipped off of the dock and then landed back into the water. Two of these like almost crustacean-like creatures come up to inspect where it landed. They look down at the dock and then look at the ripples that are happening in the water, and then you watch two of them just dive into the water and like disappear from view.
Okay, well they're paying attention. That's good to know.
Casting that on all of us.
Now what?
We're so sneaky.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna get literally invisible. Okay, perfect. So, are you moving?
Yeah, they can't detect us if we're invisible. I already experienced this. They swam right over me once. Um, let's go out into. Let's go out deeper into the harbor, see if there's anything.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Or, whoosh.
All right. So as
Swim,
you start to swim through the harbor, let's do this.
Nope, nobody cast any spells or anything, because then you won't be
You're
invisible.
invisible. You're swimming. Still roll stealth checks. With advantage, obviously +10. Okay, I just wanted to see if I would roll a natural 20.
That's including
Really?
the +10.
All right,
So
cool.
it's just a flat
So
26.
I was gonna say they could probably pick up your scent, but easy enough. You guys stealthily are like hugging the bottom of the harbor floor. You make your way deeper and deeper in towards the center. Uh, you eventually get to where you see hosts stop, and you look up and you realize that the docks have ended. You push off, swim up, look around. No large ships, just fog, and more of these crustaceous and devil-like creatures just sort of aimlessly on standby.
Finn, if there's no ship here, we should just destroy whatever's causing this fog.
Well, how is this fog even happening if there's no ship here? There's usually a thing attached to one of the masts.
It must be somewhere nearby.
Well, if it was attached to a mast, it could be attached to anything. We need to find the source.
That's true. Well, doesn't that thing come out of a planar portal? Can you do that?
I don't know if I can do it again. I can't use it again. Uh, unless I short
All right.
rest. But
Well, next time then. Do we want to test whether these things can, whether the things
And
on the
your
land?
true sight is still up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a perception check as you're starting to conversate and like look around. You guys have breached the water, correct?
Um, momentarily, we probably would have gone back under to have the conversation.
All right, so I'll say that in this brief moment of you like getting your heads above water, you roll a perception check. Finn, um, everybody only gets fog in every direction, but you do see that like obviously like it opens up to the open water. You could have sworn you saw at least some sort of ship-like thing on the horizon, something on the horizon. You thought you saw. But then you quickly went underwater, so you haven't really had time to investigate it further. But you thought you saw something like your eyes only cutting through the fog on off along the horizon.
All right. Oh, there's something on the horizon. Should I go check it out, I guess? I don't want to leave you guys here.
I will come with you.
I mean, we could just
Yeah,
keep
I mean, it doesn't really make sense to split up right now.
we can just keep swimming.
Okay.
I assume whenever we're done, we're just bamfing out of here.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
just, I don't want this thing to outrun us. I don't know if it's moving or not.
Well, I mean, if you keep an eye on it, it starts not being in eyesight, then we'll change plans.
All right. Yeah, sick. Let's do that.
Start swimming.
All right. As you start to swim around, You looks like it's pretty far off as you kind of like put your head out and like look along the horizon. Finn, your true sight's going to last just long enough to where, because it's going to be a little bit, it's probably going to take like an hour and a half, because true sight's what, a minute?
True sight's an hour.
An hour? Okay,
Yep.
yeah. So it's you feel it's like starting to flicker, not like it's about to leave. But you guys are swimming towards this horizon, still pretty much engulfed in fog for most of you. Until Finn, you realize that there's this glowing, floating wooden buoy that looks like it's just kind of like bobbing. Every time you stick your head up, it looks like it's just bobbing up and down, getting closer and closer until you realize about like maybe like 500 feet away that it looks like there's a fog spawn that has been like put into one of these buoys.
Found it. Oh, the fog thing, anyway.
Fuck yeah. Well, I guess we'll at least do something today, right?
Yeah, I mean, if we
Does
can.
anybody here remember if my dispel magic works on that? I can't remember.
It is a creature, so it is not a magical. I mean, you could try to dispel
No,
the
I remember
fog
now, yeah,
around
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Thank you for the reminder.
But if I remember correctly, it is quite easy to destroy this thing.
And this one's relatively small. Like maybe like a basketball size.
I wonder if this is creating all of the fog in the entire harbor.
I mean, it's kind of small.
Well, we will find out if we destroy one and there is still fog left.
True. All right, yeah, let's go.
All right. So, what does it look like as you guys destroy this thing? Because there's fucking 5 of you.
Um,
Hey, what's it weak against again?
you know what? I don't remember. Radiant maybe? Light?
Should I do that? All right. So he's gonna Sacred Flame. Julia, what are you doing?
Julia is going to struggle to figure out how to shoot a bow and arrow in half in the water and probably not do anything.
I mean, it's like it's on the buoy that's floating out of the water too. So like you realize if you like kind of like could figure out how to hold your like top half above water, you could get a shot. And still
Julia's
like
gonna stand
be
on
effective.
Sheila and take a shot.
There you go.
I'll just lift you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not even a disadvantage. You can stand on her shoulders. Sheila, I'll say that's pretty much what you do. Finn.
Finn is mentally scrolling through his menu and realizing that he doesn't have any radiant things. So he's just gonna do like a fucking lightning ball.
Nice. Nocton.
I don't think I have any radiant either specifically. But I am also just considering just sort of like launching the barrel further away to see if that helps. But I don't do anything yet.
All right. So with all of that damage and lightning, your arrow and you hear this sort of eerie and as it just sort of wisps away, leaving nothing but a barnacle encrusted buoy that's just probably like fucking 30 years old floating there. You wait and you look towards where you're headed. There's still fog. And then behind you where the harbor is, there's still fog. So it looks like you've broken almost like a line in the fog.
Sounds as though we may need to go find the remaining bits.
I mean, we can do that. You want to split up and just go fucking do that? It's hard. It's gonna be hard to find it if we can't see through the fog.
I mean, do we want to like? They're definitely gonna know someone was here if this is missing. Are we like going to roll up on like those ships we saw?
Yeah, we got to do that.
Okay.
So
we
we
want to
should
like
use the fog to our advantage. then.
maybe are we gonna like surprise them or are we just gonna like let them know we're coming? I know we're good at the second one.
Well, at this point, we're not invisible anymore, so let's just fucking roll up.
Some of us are.
The ships are pretty far out.
Well, it's been more than an hour, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So invisibility's gone. True sight's like starting to flicker out. There's maybe like a half mile between you guys and these ships.
It's only like a half an hour swim.
Um. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking teleport.
Yay!
Let's just fucking roll up and see what happens.
Okay.
Excellent.
Where are you teleport? So you're using the spell teleport.
Using the
Where
spell
it-
teleport to teleport like underneath the ships.
Okay. That is easy enough. With a won't even make your Arcana check, but you are kind of loosely, approximately underneath. Not just one, two, three. But you look around and you see at least 8 hulls bobbing and breaking the surface around you.
Are we still in fog?
You can poke your heads up, roll a stealth check as you do.
Would we not see the fog just like looking up through the water?
I mean, like it looks gray above you. Yeah,
Okay.
it looks discolored.
Do any of the ships look particularly larger than the rest?
No.
Okay.
Alright, so if everyone's here, nobody's in the actual. Nobody's on the land. It's just protected by fucking monster drones.
I feel like, I mean, those things were tricky, but if we were to get rid of all of the fog in that area, I feel like the city could probably take care of its own problem, but kind of screws us on our original plan.
So
I'd like to. I'm gonna
Yeah,
cast.
but doesn't that give us a base of operations with like now we can use the harbor to our advantage and we're not trying to like protect it?
correct. And the Dawn can take the harbor and we can surround them on all sides.
But
That's the
do we think they're all still here?
one way to find out.
I'm
My
going
guess?
to cast detect magic, and we're like directly into the ship, correct?
Directly under the ship, yes.
I'd like to cast detect magic to see if I can sense anything moving on the ship that like is holding magic or
You can detect the faint flicker of a some sort of magical creature that you would assume is the fog spawn that's like sort of humming and purring from the inside of what you would assume the middle of the ship is.
there's
You can
no other indication of
there aren't any
of
like
objects. or
there isn't
creatures.
any like floating magical items that you can like pick up. There aren't any protection glyphs that you can really like discern because detect magic is only 30 feet.
Right.
So you would know that since it's limited in that effect, you'd have to like get kind of like you'd have to spelunk around to like see if there's anything more. But as of that, you only pick up the fog spawn.
It does not seem as though there are any creatures with magic upon them in the vicinity. I am not entirely convinced that these ships are occupied.
Well, I mean, we could find out, but that would definitely give away opposition. I think this information that we have today is probably good enough for right now. What do you think?
I mean, it's good to know. We know how the fog works, and we know that those creatures are technically not doing anything right now.
Well, what if we go back? Hmm, yeah, shit.
I
Say
think. Okay, go ahead.
if we could just clear out the other fog closest to the harbor so that that area is opened up, to allow our forces to take out anything on the docks. I feel like that would be huge.
Agreed.
And that's far enough away from these ships where that like the people on the ships, presumably, presuming there are people on the ships, they can see through the fog, but it's still far enough away where they're not going to be able to, you know, discern what's happening in the harbor.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
struggling to determine why these ships would be here if all other sources of wood and materials have been completely dismantled.
Hey Finn, I got a stupid idea. Do you think you could go up and like scout around this area? I just think that this is not a lot of ships. I thought there was supposed to be a large amount of like.
Well, I can, but I am a bit tapped, so I can't really do true sight and see through the fog. And
Well, what if you could? Can you be invisible? What if you just be invisible and get real high up? Don't get close.
yeah, I can. I mean, it would still be difficult to see through the fog, but I could try.
I know it's a dumb idea, but it just might be like, what if we don't have all the information, you know?
All right, yeah, fuck it. Um, let's take a look.
Okay. So you cast on yourself.
Hmm.
You push yourself and slowly bring yourself out of the water, and then wings out can get yourself healthily out of the way of the fog. Uh, you lift yourself higher and higher and higher till you get a very nice bird's eye view. And you actually see the fog that is engulfed in the harbor, and you see the line that the fog had been laid to this little pod that you're at. And then that pod, it looks like it's connected to another one. And then that pod branches off into two more. And you see 5 different pods of large fog that like almost like a spider web has been like, or a net has been laid out underneath you.
So that's the trap formation.
So they have some sort of network that they've formed.
So there's eight ships where we were. So if we're gonna assume that there's 8 ships on each of these pods, and that's 40 ships, which is probably a lot closer to what we were expecting. All right. Well, good idea, Magmore. I'll never tell you in person, but good idea. All right. Yeah. How far above am I?
I would say at least maybe like you're pressing a quarter mile.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just
How
gonna
high you had to get up.
I'm gonna dive bomb, and then like when I'm like 30 feet above the water, I'm just gonna like, and then gently
Okay.
come down.
Nice. And then kind of gently have your feet break the water and then let yourself drop in and fill the rest. The rest of you kind of sit around and for like 10 minutes as Magmore's like, I think he died.
probably.
And he died.
Yeah, we're
Well,
doomed. We're
if
gonna be
he
just
died,
trapped
well,
out in the
because
middle
think
of the
about it,
ocean.
it sucks because if he died, we can't get back.
Well, I can get back.
How do you get back?
What? You can't teleport?
No, what? No, that's why we have him. Uh,
Someday. No. Yeah, no, we'd be fucked. We'd have to fight our way onto one of the ships, steal the ships, drive it back to the rest of the ships. Not
We could
ideal.
certainly
get
manage
infected
that.
with that fog, and then we'd be fucked.
That's what the mask's for. Taps on the thing.
Yeah, what if
Mm.
he's
And that's why I'm so important.
what the Jesus?
And then the invisibility comes down.
What took
Yeah.
you so long?
So
Right.
so if we're gonna call this like a pod, there's like 5 more. Well, there's 4 more of them. There's 5 total. So
damn.
assuming this, I didn't look in the other fogs, but assuming that it's the same as this, we got like 40-ish ships.
Okay.
That is more than I expected.
I mean, there could be a chance that some of those are just buoys, though, right? Or do we not?
There is a chance, and they could be faking it. Maybe one of them's a decoy. Who knows? But they have it
Yeah,
spread
I
out
mean,
like an
if I was
what?
gonna do it, I'd do fake ones.
But they have it spread out in kind of a net formation. So
I feel like we should come back and start taking out the fake ones.
well, we're gonna have to come back either way, because we should take out all the ones on the docks so that the Golden Dawn can come in and just clear it out.
Yes, agreed.
Because it's going to be a lot easier for them to clear it if they can see what the fuck they're fighting.
So the plan is to leave then.
Right now, hell yeah.
Sweet.
That's good because I am freezing.
Yeah, seriously.
When I was dive bombing, like, we're kind of close to the ships. Did I see anything on the ships?
Oh yeah, there were plenty of men.
Okay.
And looked like they were like sailors that were going about like mindless tasks.
All right.
So definitely inhabited.
Okay. Yeah, and there's people on the ships for sure.
Cool. So this is like their shitty trap.
This is their shitty trap, which is
This definitely isn't
disappoint.
the only trap.
This can't be the only trap, but it's disappointing if it is.
No.
Wait,
There's no way.
Wait, you shit. Wait, it would have been nice to be able to see inside of each fog, because then like what if like they took the ships and then like they took them off site to disassemble them, and that like
That's
some of those
possible.
pods aren't like actual like fighting ships, they're just like the wreckage ships, something like that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
They
should
could
I
be
go?
decoys.
Should I go check? Do we want to
I don't.
check?
I would not at this time.
Knockdown, can you still fly? Do you still have
Seems
the
like we're
flying boots?
pushing our
I
light,
can.
our luck.
I mean, Knockdown and I could go invisible and just go check a couple pods real quick.
It's up to you guys, whatever you want to do. Magmore's just spitballing right now.
I mean, we're pretty confident that some of them are decoys, so we'll just come back when we're all feeling fresh.
Yeah,
And
we have the information, so we can attack it head on.
I believe I have a possibly safer, less intrusive way of determining as well.
Also, next time we come back here, I can just put up True Sight and find out in like a few seconds.
Yeah, that would be
That
nice.
too.
Or that.
Can't do it now. All right. Shall we head back to the Terra?
Yes, please. I'm getting hungry.
Getting cold too.
Yeah, I know. It's hurry. So you teleporting?
Yep.
I'll say instead of a singular ring, it's 3 rings that shoot out and they're like spinning at the same time as it like gets to its max limit and then quickly collapses in on itself with you guys, taking you guys with it, and then dumping you out onto the main deck of the Terror of the Deep.
All right, so we have what we're doing. We gotta bring the rest of the Dawn to the safe house. We need to, well, I need to go get the. Actually, I don't know if the acrobats are going to be able to do much of anything. Actually, they could sneak through the. They could probably get through the grates and help the Golden Dawn through there. So yeah, they would be useful. I can get them to there. We have to go in, clear out the fogs. And we can split up for that since you can fly and I can true sight 2 of us.
Excellent.
I wish I took twin spell.
Hi guys. Jeremy's just sitting there like waiting for you guys to like say something. He's like,
Oh, hi Jeremy.
"Hi,
What's good, man?
food. You want some?"
There's food? Yes.
Yeah, I can make some. It's just it's ramen.
Into it. Let's do
Okay.
it.
All right, so he'll go cook you guys some food. You guys can continue conversation.
All right. I'm gonna go alert the other captains as to what's going on in the harbor.
Okay.
Captain.
So
Alright.
Finn's just gonna go do that.
So you go put your hand on the inner mast. You wait for a little bit. What is it? Hello, who is this?
It's
Captain
Finn.
Bryden speaking.
Brian, it's Finn.
Finn, how are you?
Um, just Ducky, how are you?
Dealing with this shitty weather. You must be nice to be underwater.
Yeah, what weather?
Oh, you haven't poken your head out anytime soon?
Oh,
It's
I've been in Eden.
Oh, must be nice or not. I don't know. Yeah, a storm started
It was a little
rolling.
foggy.
Yeah, well, a storm's sort of rolling in from the east. And it's pretty much just like engulfed us, and so now we're just kind of slow.
Is that gonna fuck us up?
Nah, I mean it's just we don't have to snake as much. Now we're just kind of hopefully kind of getting pulled, but yeah, we're fine.
All right, let me know if that becomes more of an issue, and I will see if I can get a hold of Phantasma. Maybe she can help.
Yeah, don't worry. What is she doing again?
Uh, whale things.
Hmm. All right,
That's about the extent of what I can explain.
typical. All right, well, any good news from Eden?
So there's
Hey,
nobody
what are y'all
on.
talking about?
Hi, yeah.
Hey, Rain.
So there's nobody on the docks except for like demons and fucking monsters and shit. Um, so we're gonna clear out some fog so that we can take care of that. There's all the ships are out like far out into the water, and they're separated into pods that are all protected by fog. We're gonna see if we
Wait, wait,
can.
wait, wait. All right, go back. So you said that there's no ships in the harbor.
Not in the harbor, no.
Huh. Interesting.
They're
Go
all
on.
waiting. They're all waiting outside the harbor in kind of a net formation. But
Ah,
I'm gonna go. We're gonna go tomorrow, see if we can take care of some of that. Give us somewhat of a leg up.
okay. That's
Um,
fine. Do you need men?
oh no, we'll have plenty of men. I'm
All
gonna,
right. Well,
yeah. Well, yeah, just trust me. Anyway,
we'll just deal with the rain, I guess.
yeah, just deal with, yeah, if you can deal with the rain. At some point, we're gonna need a few people from each ship to start moving on to the Golden Dawn ships because that's gonna start looking like a skeleton crew fairly soon.
All right. You're talking to fill the void.
Yeah, so I'm moving some pieces on the chessboard,
Do
which
you think that the Golden Dawn will be okay with our men and women coming aboard, or do you?
I think we're gonna have to. Yes, well, I'll take care of it. It'll be fine, and I will let you know when it's time to do it.
All right. Sounds good.
We're probably not tomorrow. Maybe the end of tomorrow, beginning of the next day.
What's happened at the end of tomorrow? This is not Nostradamus because Nostradamus will not use the intermast. He's very bad at it. But Adrian chimes in. What's tomorrow?
uh, Tomorrow going to keep moving some chess pieces around the board, and I'm gonna have to fill in some spaces with other people. I will keep you posted tomorrow. I just wanted to keep you all posted on the Eden situation.
All right. That's
Did you? I'm
unfortunate.
assuming you heard what I said, right?
No, I'm just getting here, but sounds like it's we got a plan.
There is a plan, yes.
Okay, I'll say that you regurgitate the plan very quickly. Okay.
Every time I regurgitate the plan, it gets a little bit faster.
Yeah, I'm assuming he can kind of taste the just like I don't want to do this anymore.
Yep.
All right. Well, if you don't need anything, I won't. That's it. We're good. Just deal with
Yep.
the shitty weather.
Yeah, Bryden, you remember the plan. If anybody else comes on the intercom, please just fucking tell them the plan.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
will
goodbye.
disseminate the plan. All right, and you just quickly take your hand away. I'd say that just actually, just enough. You hear a Nostradamus going, "Hey, what are we talking?" It's like you take your hand away. So Nostradamus, you can like kind of hear he just like picked up. But all right, perfect enough. All of that running around, I'd say you're probably around like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, what do you guys want to do end of the day?
All right, I'm fucking spent. Anybody else need to do anything?
I mean, I'm tired.
No,
I could do
I'm
it.
good.
Maybe we can get an early rest in.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You guys can get a nice easy, like lounge, like around like I don't know, like go to bed at like 8:48, 9 o'clock.
Whoa.
Yeah, who knew? But
Let's get some good
Crazy.
rest in.
you guys can get a long rest in. Wake up the next day. I do have a little bit more. If you guys want to continue on, but it is 8:49. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, considering you're the one with a deadline, let's go. Let's cut it
pick up
here.
next time.
All right, so this is perfect time to cut it. A little bit early. You guys waking up on the start of the. Hold on. You're still on 8. They're on 9. So you're on your 11th day of travel on your trip to Eden.
How many days do we have left?
7.
Yeah,
7 days left?
Yeah.
yeah, a lot.
Oh, shit, I thought there was 4. Okay.
You guys, no, you were 4 days added because of.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah, so you guys are now 7 days away, and you guys do see as like you guys wake up that there is another tuna waiting to give you a message. But you guys won't know that message until probably not next week because I think I'll be here for next week, just barely though. So if you guys are here, we'll have something going. So thank you
Sick.
guys for staying with us. Thank you guys for playing. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I've got the episode name.
Bye.